Tam, apparently it's not just women, but guys, too, buying up this new NASCAR Harlequin novel.
Yes, the Harlequin and NASCAR teaming up. The first one being sold right now.
It's called In the Groove. Mm-hmm. Tammy's going to share a passage with us this morning.
Let me get my sexy, sultry voice. Lance can't help but notice Sarah's sweet smile. She'd rather deal with spitballs than one super sexy race car driver.
What?
Too bad whenever he comes near her, she turns hot as race fuel.
Now, see? That is cheesy, just a little bit. I could write one of these. Do you want to be the star of my NASCAR Harlequin novel?
Only if I can have the heaving bosom.
If. You okay? Tammy was the kind of girl who still had a lot of tread left on her tires. She was the kind of girl you wouldn't kick out of bed for backfiring. Mix 96.5 makes you feel good. I do not mean to alarm anyone. However, your husband is more likely to cheat on you if he works as a... Check out the careers that lend themselves to attracting cheaters on the Ken page at mix965asheville.com. Mix 96.5, feel good variety. It's Ken. I'm not buying this. Do you believe it? This new business survey is out. Says 33% of men are repeatedly distracted by scantily clad women in the workplace. It also says 33% of men are repeatedly distracted by scantily clad women in the workplace.
Hey.
Hey, Tony, how are you?
I'm in the delivery room.
Holy cow. Is there some pushing going on?
No, sir. She's just now, they've got her on this medicine to make her traction, whatever they called it, and I'm sitting here and she's squeezing the crap out of my hand.
Tony, you got to help the lady. Have you practiced your breathing?
I've been working on it.
Okay.
Give us a little bit of it.
Yeah, let me see. Give me a little coaching.
Ooh, ah, ah.
You're doing great, man.
I love y'all.
We love you right back, my brother. Best of luck to you, and keep us up to date, okay?
I will. Thank you, guys.
Oh, my gracious. Good morning, Mix 96.5.
I was pregnant with our first child. My water had broken. I was on the way to the hospital. My husband, he stopped at the store to get Copenhagen.
No! Are you serious?
Guys,
Yes, he did.
what is with all the dudes stopping at the 7-Eleven?
That was 10 years ago, and I've not let him live that one down yet.
What did you name the baby?
Caitlin.
But her nickname is Skull. Speaking of Lady Gaga and troubled centers of gravity, Dolly Parton says that she likes Lady Gaga's country version of the song Born This Way. She says it's great, it's wonderful, I love her, and I think we should do something together. She even has a name for them, Goo Goo and Gaga. Where does Dolly Parton come off calling herself Goo Goo, you might ask?
Yes, I do ask that.
She says, you know, those Goo Goo Cluster candy bars. That reminds me of me.
Those little flat nut clusters?
How about host of snowballs? You've heard the headlines, now your stupid news.
We begin in Austria with a farmer and two calves in a tiny VW Golf. You know, that little itty-bitty car? He decided to transport the two cows in the back of that Volkswagen, in the back seat, two of them. He said he did it because he loved them. He loves his animals. It was an act of love that he pushed and shoved and stuffed them into the back seat of that Volkswagen because he said outside they'd have been too cold.
Yeah. I tried to get a couple of heifers in the back of the Volkswagen because I said I loved them too. 96.5, feel good variety. Did the daddies in your house rake in some really good loot yesterday? Hallmark, how do they do this? How do they come up with new ways to make you cry for every holiday? The recordable cards. This is my 3-year-old Abby as I open my Father's Day card.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy. I love you.
Is someone peeling onions? What's this liquid in my eye? Mixed Dependable Traffic brought to you by Mix 96.5 makes you feel good. Thanks to Teresa and the crew at the Subway on Patton for listening this afternoon. Did you know Teresa's now serving up strawberry cheesecake cookies? I'm serious. Sign up to be the Subway Mix Workplace of the Week at mix965asheville.com. Maybe we'll bring you some. 96.5, Asheville's feel-good variety station. Laurie sent an email asking, what night will there be trick-or-treating in Buncombe County? Laurie, I checked with the Parks and Rec Department. I am told that they don't designate a night. Most people choose to do it on the 31st, even as it does this year if it falls on a weeknight. So for me, that means I'm going to have to bust out of here at 7 o'clock Monday night, get home, get my little girl in her doggy costume, and start knocking on doors in rapid fashion, hoping that all the good candy isn't snatched up. We're going to be left with nothing but pennies and ketchup packets. Breaking entertainment news at mix965asheville.com. You remember about a month ago, Adam Levine of Maroon 5 was devastated when his smoking hot Russian Victoria's Secret model girlfriend broke up with him. He is now dating, wait for it, another Victoria's Secret model. I hate to disappoint you, ladies, but it seems that if you do not model lingerie for a living, you may not be considered for future openings. Mix 96.5, Asheville's Light Rock Mix. You ever tried this trick with your cell phone? I just read a survey that says 13% of Americans have caught up a ringtone, and they make their phones ring, pretend to talk to somebody because they don't want to talk to the people around them. I mean, who would? Oh, hang on for a minute. That's me. Hello? Hang on. Oh, I've got to take this. I'm so sorry. He says he can see the future and warns you better pay up to hear what he knows. It's your Mix 96.5 morning news at 6:29. A mix of sun and clouds, near 50 today. It's 26 now.
Mix traffic check.
No accidents reported to us. Bill McClendon with dependable traffic.
Thanks, Bill. 6:30. He's been telling local business owners he can predict the future, or at least knows of sinister plans about to go down. West Asheville business owners taking to Twitter to spread the word about a man who says he knows of people planning to break into their places that very night. They tell News 13 before he'll name names, though, he wants to be paid. So far, no break-ins have happened. Asheville police are investigating. It is a positive ID. Georgia authorities confirm remains found this weekend belong to Christy Cornwell, the 38-year-old woman missing for almost a year and a half. The search is centered on woods along the Georgia-North Carolina border near her home. She had been talking to her boyfriend on her cell phone while taking an evening walk. He heard sounds of a struggle, then heard her yell, "Don't take me," before the call was lost. An E. coli scare has prompted Harris Teeter to remove some packages of Nature's Harvest 85% lean ground beef from stores. The recall involves packages with use-by or freeze-by dates of December 30th and January 8th. If it's in your fridge, take it back to Harris Teeter for a refund. Ben the bobcat has died at the Western North Carolina Nature Center. The staff there had helped him make quite a recovery. If you don't know his story, he was badly malnourished and was being kept as a house pet until rescued by a wildlife rehab group in Greenville and brought to Asheville in 2006. The 6-year-old animal was being treated for an abscess in his chest. The Nature Center is working to find a companion for its other bobcat, Missy. Here's what scientists are saying now about the thousands of birds that dropped from the sky just before midnight New Year's Eve in the town of Beebe, Arkansas. They believe celebratory fireworks were so intense they likely sent discombobulated blackbirds in such a tizzy that they crashed into homes, cars, and each other before plummeting to their deaths. Still, officials acknowledge it's unlikely they will ever pinpoint a cause with certainty. The unpleasant cleanup continues for people who live in that town this morning. More trouble for Brett Favre. 2 massage therapists have now sued him. They say they lost their jobs with the Jets after complaining about sexually suggestive text messages they claim Favre sent them. Mixed news time is 6:32. When's our next chance of snow? Your dependable forecast coming up next.